Hey, my name is Cynthia Kita, and I'm your brand strategist, designer, and educator here at the Design Firmacy. And I'm going to be reading to you an article from our October 2025 edition of Brand Scoop magazine. It is entitled Truth Telling in Your Content: How to Speak from the Heart Without Oversharing. The power of heartfelt communication. Authenticity in content is no longer optional. It's expected. Audiences crave stories that feel real, transparent, and human. But there's a fine line between sharing with heart and oversharing in ways that dilute your authority or confuse your message. This article explores strategies for speaking from the heart while staying professional, strategic, and aligned with your brand persona. When done right, truth-telling fosters connection, trust, and loyalty. It allows your audience to see the person behind the brand, which can create more meaningful engagement and action. By mastering this balance, you elevate both your content and your credibility. Why truth matters in branding. Stories are more than just narratives. They're vessels for emotion and relatability. Sharing authentic experiences helps your audience feel seen and understood. Transparency builds trust faster than perfect polish ever could. But it's essential to remember that every piece of content serves a purpose to educate, inspire, or guide your audience. Truth-telling isn't about venting or unloading every detail of your life. Instead, it's about using your real experiences to reinforce your brand values and vision. When aligned, truth and strategy work together to create content that converts. Setting boundaries while being authentic. Oversharing happens when boundaries are ignored. You don't need to disclose every personal struggle or detail of your life to be authentic. Identify which stories support your audience and your brand, and which ones might distract or dilute your message. Set clear limits around what is private, what is professional, and what adds value. Your audience will appreciate honesty, but they also expect guidance, insight, or inspiration, not personal drama. Being intentional about what you share preserves your authority while keeping your content relatable. Boundaries are the secret ingredient that allow authenticity to shine without overexposure. Crafting emotionally resonant content. To speak from the heart, start with your brand core. Identify the values, experiences, and insights that matter most to your audience. Then frame your story in a way that highlights lessons, takeaways, or transformations. Use examples, metaphors, or narratives that evoke emotion, but tie directly back to your brand message. This approach ensures your content resonates deeply while remaining purposeful. Emotional connection drives action and loyalty, but the story must always circle back to what your brand offers. Authenticity plus strategy leads to influence that lasts. Consider a coach sharing a challenge they overcame in business to inspire clients facing similar obstacles. Notice how they focus on lessons learned and actionable takeaways rather than dwelling on setbacks. Or a wellness brand showing the behind the scenes of their product creation process to build trust without revealing sensitive internal operations. Each example provides authenticity while staying intentional. Your stories can show your human side, teach lessons, and reinforce your expertise simultaneously. This strategy strengthens credibility and keeps your audience engaged. Tips for truthful storytelling. Lead with purpose. Every personal anecdote should tie back to a brand message or lesson. Edit strategically. Remove details that don't support clarity, professionalism, or connection. Balance vulnerability and authority. Share enough to connect, but not so much that you lose credit. Listen to your audience. Monitor feedback to see what resonates and adjust accordingly. Key takeaways. Authentic content builds trust, engagement, and loyalty. Set boundaries to avoid oversharing while maintaining relatability. Use personal stories to reinforce brand values and audience lessons. Emotion plus strategy equals impactful and purposeful messaging. Final thoughts. Truth-telling is one of the most powerful tools in your brand arsenal. When you speak from the heart with intention, you create content that resonates, educates, and inspires action. Boundaries don't limit authenticity, they protect it. Use this approach to elevate your content and connect with your audience on a deeper level. Authenticity isn't just about what you say, it's about how strategically and thoughtfully you share your story. If you would like to subscribe, please visit brandscoopmag.com.